good to see all of you here today. My name is Paulina Todd Jennings Trueman. I was born on February 5th of 1814 in Kentucky, United States. My father, Peyton Randolph Jennings, was 21, and my mother, Nancy Todd, was 24 when I was born. I married Edward Trueman on March 28th of 1828 in Owen, Kentucky, in the United States at the age of 14. My future husband, Edward, and my uncle, Howard Todd, signed for the 50 pounds for our marriage bond. Marriage bonds were a practice brought over to the colonies from England and were used well into the 19th century, even up until the Civil War, through the close of that war. In the states that kept this practice, there is only a bond registered. There is no marriage license or marriage certificate. This bond was a promise that the two parties were legally able to marry, in that they were of age or were signed for, and that they were not already married to somebody else. And it was a guarantee that a marriage between them would occur. The bondsmen were generally the groom and another family member or close friend of the bride. There was no money actually paid unless the marriage fell through. The 50 pounds is what the fine would have been should Edward and I not have gotten married after this bond was signed. 50 pounds was the standard amount in Kentucky for this time period, but it was quite a significant amount at that same time. We were the proud parents of 4 sons and 7 daughters. We had our first 7 children in Kentucky. We then moved from Kentucky to Wapello, Iowa in 1850. We had our next 3 children in Iowa. We then moved to Daviess County, Missouri in 1854, where our last child was born. In 1860, we bought land and moved over to DeKalb County in Missouri. On April 6th of 1862, we lost our firstborn son, Walter, in the Civil War. Walter died at the Battle of Shiloh, Tennessee. He served in the Iowa Grand Army of the Republic and was attached to Company K, 7th Infantry. He was buried in 1862 at the Shiloh National Military Park in Hardin County, Tennessee. Iowa Post W. Trueman, number 442, Abingdon, was named in his honor. On March 15th of 1865, at the age of 51, I left this world. A small stone marks my grave in this cemetery, and my name is misspelled on the stone. It's spelled Paulina instead of Paulina, which I think probably was a pet name for my husband. My husband Edward and several of the other children then moved to Elko County in Nevada. He and our sons ran a supply freight business. They carried mineral and other supplies clear up to Montana and then picked up needed supplies and brought them back to Elko. Some trips took nearly a year. Edward died October 14th of 1887 and is buried in Elko. Although we were separated in death, we are joined in heaven. Thank you.